Well, you couldn't ask for a better spokesman to be talking to us today here at Del Mar Racetrack. I'm with Joe Harper. He's the president and CEO of Del Mar. Thanks for joining us today, Joe.
Are you kidding? Thanks for being here. You picked just the right date for it, too, you know?
It's paradise. It's gorgeous in Del Mar. You never really have a bad day in Del Mar, though.
No, even when it's raining, it's pretty nice. As long as it doesn't rain during the racing season, I'm okay, yeah.
Right. So it was back in the 30s when Del Mar was founded, right, by a group of celebrities, Bing Crosby being the most famous among that group. Not that there was, Jimmy Durante, was he part of that group? Because it's Jimmy Durante Boulevard.
Yeah, Jimmy Durante was out here all the time. Bob Hope would come down. It's interesting.
Bing and Bob were still talking back then?
They were talking. In fact, every after the races on Saturday, they'd have a dinner party out on the upper veranda, and Jimmy Durante would play the piano, and Hope and Crosby were making jokes, and it was great in those days because you never saw stars anywhere except the movie, but you could come to Del Mar, and Crosby would have everybody of all the stars, all the big name stars of those days, the Robert Taylors and the Barbara Stanwicks and the Clark Gables and all. They'd all show up here at the track, so it was amazing.
Horse racing was #1 sport for a while, I understood.
It was, yeah. Back in the '60s, when I started as a cameraman, actually here at Santa Anita. It was the #1 sport in the country. More people went to horse racing than any other sport.
Baseball games, football games, basketball games.
Yeah. Racing was here, but that was before the expansion of professional teams, and so we've gone down. A lot of tracks have, but Del Mar has held their own.
Now tell us a little bit about opening day, Joe. that's the big bash, and the women get all decked out. It's really quite a show.
It's taken on a life all of its own. We started out kind of pushing and marketing our horse racing, but over the years we've marketed now our venue. And opening day at Del Mar has become the place to be in San Diego. A couple of years ago, a magazine came out with the places to be in each state. And in California, it was opening day at Del Mar.
Oh, it was the place to be.
The place to be, yeah.
Wow.
And it is.
Wow, that's saying something. I couldn't ask for a better spokesman to be talking with us here at SoCal Safari. You are so open, so friendly, and to allow our camera in, just like you, to come in and film was a treat. So thank you very much, Joe. Looking forward to a great show.
Well, great, and have fun while you're here.
Oh, we will. And so will you. Don't go away. All right, so it is a big project getting Del Mar ready for the racetrack season, the racing season, and the man who's in charge of all the plants and all the greenery is right next to me. This is Leif Dickinson. Hi, Leif.
Hi.
And it's actually, this young man isn't in charge of this is Jerry Garcia, but how did he get the name Jerry Garcia?
I'm a big Grateful Dead fan.
Well, there you go. So it's not just these kind of plants that you're interested in. No, I'm kidding. No,
we won't go there.
We won't go there. Now, according to Joe, you've got 20,000 plants you're going to plant, somewhere in that neighborhood, right?
At least, yes.
What a gargantuan task.
It is.
You go from the fair, where they just beat up the facility, the grounds, and then you've got to rearrange it and make it spruced up and make it look like the gorgeous Del Mar that we all know.
You really would not recognize this place if you saw it the day the fair starts pulling out of here, and you see it even a week later. It's a completely different facility.
Right.
It's transformed from a fairgrounds to a racetrack.
Right.
Literally overnight.
Right. There are people working around the clock 24/7 to get this open and ready.
Absolutely, and that's what it takes. This is a 24/7 facility, and unless people weren't working 24/7, we would not get it done or be ready to race.
Wow. So what are you in charge of as far as your responsibilities?
Plants, irrigation, turf track, jumping fields at Horse Park, anything that's green that horses race on, jump on, we have a part in that.
So we are in a sea of gorgeous plants here. It's beautiful. You've got all kinds of different plants. So tell us a little bit about what we see and where they all go.
They go throughout the facility. I start putting the designs together in January. We change most of the designs every year, and we also experiment with different plants. We have small beds that we may try a genus that we've never tried before, or a variety that just to see if we want to use it in a bigger scale.
I'll tell you what, a friend of the devil is a friend of mine, and you are too. Leif, thanks for joining us at this interview, and we're looking forward to opening day. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more
SoCal Safari!